All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We are doing another recent runner technical analysis video, taking another look at HUBC as well as Summit Healthcare. We actually looked at this one yesterday. Was not quite a recent runner yet, but hey, if you can drop 18% on a single day, yeah, we will definitely call you a recent runner for sure, for sure. Definitely some good things to look at, right? I'm glad volume did go up, but this day, the way it ended and the way the candle looked definitely is something that's still it's not quite there, all right? And we'll talk about the details shortly, but real quick, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up. We have our 5 moving averages, these horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself, and then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms. But hey, even if you don't, just thank you so much for watching these, okay? And then, hey, if you disagree with anything I got to say, please throw it into the comments, okay? I'm not here pretending to be perfect. I'm not here pretending to be all-knowing, but I'm giving you my opinions, and if yours are better than mine, I promise you I would love to know them, okay? So let's get into the details. Look, yesterday's video, I really talked about that 170, right? And clearly we get a nice gap up over it. And as low as the wick went, we actually never came back to that 170. I love it, right? The day got a little close to it. It got to 175. But yeah, I'm at least happy that this 170 number got broken, okay? The only problem I really have is I don't like this doji. Okay, I don't like it when you see a good wick up on almost equal wick down and basically end the same day, right? Someone legit thought that this was going to break well beyond 2 and bought up here almost 20% higher than that, right? And it ends up or 10% higher, excuse me. But yeah, someone lost 10% even though we're seeing an 18% day. You know what I mean? That's not what I want to see. Like, I'm okay if someone buys up here and it goes down a little bit, right? Like, you want a full day of buying. You want a good full candle. That means yes, right? This means uncertainty, right? Yeah, I know we're 2 days over the 8 moving average, but again, you know that a doji does not count as confirmation. This isn't my confirmation yet. I still need tomorrow to really prove it, okay? I also don't like that we missed the $2 line, right? We closed at 198 instead of $2. Come on. It's actually the same thing we did yesterday with that 170, right? We just missed it. Hey, I'm glad that it gapped up, right? But I'm not necessarily here to pretend that guaranteed it's going to gap up again tomorrow, right? Like, I need now a close of this $2 tomorrow before I'd really feel comfortable. But look, there's so much good happening here if that happens, right? So look, red is like my favorite thing, especially if you didn't buy up here and watch it go down, right? But all this red should turn into green. That's generally how it works, right? But we've seen it. Sometimes there's just one line that's stopping it from going. And I'm telling you, 50% line on this big candle, this is a no joke resistance. You know what I mean? So what needs to happen tomorrow? Look, same comments as yesterday, all right? I don't need a home run here. I really don't need it to close up here. I don't need it to close up here. Yeah, I'd love it to. That'd be really cool, right? But hey, just close like literally a couple cents over $2. I'm actually okay with. Give me like 210, whatever. That's fine. But like close around here, give me like a nice decent candle. I love it, right? And then we're going to start talking about, all right, are we breaking these next moving averages or not, right? But I'm still not necessarily convinced that we're running to the 20 just yet, because the way it should work is if you break the 8, you should go to the 20, then break the 20, go to the 50, and you know, theoretically come back to 10, right? But yeah, there's still no guarantee. That's really the big, like, I'm not here saying I am bearish. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not. I'm actually probably a little more bullish than I am bearish here, but there's no confirmation. And if you watch my videos, you know confirmation is step 1 to sustained uptrend. It's gonna need to sustain an uptrend to go all the way here, or it's just going to do one silly pop up and then probably drop down. That's not what I want. I really like, especially with the conditions the markets are in right now, I would love to be able to put it in somewhere and just let my money go up slowly but surely over the next few days, right? That's a good thing, you know? So don't worry about breaking 250 tomorrow. We really don't need that. If it happens, obviously silly things can happen, and we might run all the way to 460 pretty quickly. That said, again, just focus on $2 tomorrow. Make sure $2 breaks. Make sure we close over $2. Let's see a good full candle, and yeah, we'll be real happy that day for sure. You know what I mean? So look, if bad things happen, what would it be? Look, we hopefully 170 would hold it. For sure, we do not want to go under 159. 158 would be bad. I do not want to lose the 8 moving average. Because if I lose the 8 moving average, what basically happens is now we're talking about going into all-time lows again. You lose that, you're probably going to lose 144 pretty quickly. And I promise you don't want to know what happens after 144, right? So, again, slow and steady is cool with me. We do not need to hit a home run. I would love to fill this gap over a number of green candles versus just one big fat one. I'm telling you, if it's one big fat one, the next day is probably not going to hold. But yeah, and then look, it goes without saying, right? But if this breaks, amazing things can happen, in all honesty, right? But just keep in mind that it's $1.98 today. Don't focus on $10. Don't let that one news article that was like, hey, some people bought at $10 not that long ago. I don't care about them. That's their fault. They're dumb and don't know how to use the charts like we do, right? Like, don't let some fool's past mistake, even if that fool has a nicer salary and a nicer title and probably sits on the 50th floor of some New York building. Dude, take your $10 a share and do whatever you want with it, right? Like, I want confirmation of 2. All right, we're not focused up here yet. We're really not. Yeah, we're for sure looking at this. I can't pretend that we're not. But these 2 lines matter way more than these colored lines matter way more than this $10 thing. I promise you. But yeah, can't pretend that I'm not, you know, break that and it flies. The one good thing I do want to talk about real quick, volume, baby. Look at this. This is exactly what I talked about yesterday, right? I said I think 34, 35 in the 30s would be great. We're literally right under 30. But look, I love that stair step volume. That's good. A good, healthy increase in volume is beautiful. I'm very much surprised the RSI went down. Honestly, I don't know the math behind this RSI. I've never pretended to, right? But yeah, generally, if you go up, and generally, if you're going to drop a double digit up, going down seems odd, all right? I'm going to say that. And, you know, I don't necessarily know what that means. I like this volume more than this, but yeah, just a little odd. So I think that's pretty much the big things here. Again, I'm not going to talk about the weekly much, but yeah, there's nothing to talk about on the weekly here. Cool. That was this guy. Is it SMIT? No, it's not. Damn it. Hold on. Let me look at my phone. Sorry. 1 second. SMIH. Summit Healthcare. Okay. So this is very much a very interesting chart right here. And look, this is essentially what everyone's hoping the last one does, right? Once you break that all, and I mean, there's not even much of a line to put it. Really, it was this last moving average, but once it crossed all the candles, I mean, there is literally no past history for me to make any lines. Like, we are in nice blue skies right now. This actually is a really good place to have your money. There are, again, though, a few things that are jumping out that has to at least make me say, be careful. Okay, first and foremost, this is a really high RSI. I generally say around 80. That means it's a little too overbought and there needs to be some sort of cool down. How high was this? Man, RSI has hit 92 before. All right, you see the 92 right there? So maybe there's still a little room for this to go up, but yeah, generally when your RSI is this high, a cool down should be expected, okay? Beautiful volume, man, for sure, for sure. And what I do really like, oh, I can't do horizontal line. trend line. I think that'll work. I like that we're doing that, right? We go up. That's good, right? I know generally the focus is, how do I erase that? That was dumb. I know generally the focus is to draw trend lines up here and stuff, but yeah, I do like it on my volume. And again, gradual increases in volume are good. Just very much keep in mind, yesterday, the volume was at 58,000 shares, all right? Very little. Today, we basically 4x it, but still relatively low volume, all right? My volume rule was be in the millions, right? This bad boy on a good day was only 300. On actually what looks like the biggest volume day, it's only been 600, right? So we haven't had a lot of volume here, all right? That said, one more just negative thing I'm going to say. Look, somebody bought at 18 and watched this thing come all the way down to 13. That's a pretty significant loss, actually. That's 6, 12, 18. That's almost a 33% loss, right? Someone basically went from 18 to 12, rough numbers, losing the $6. And yeah, that's a third, right? So yeah, just keep just those things in mind, all right? That said, look, if we open above 13, yeah, I mean, there's again, nothing that I'm not even drawing a line up here because a wick means nothing. I really don't care about wicks, right? But I'm going to just lower this actually to 13 because it's obvious that's exactly where it closed. And then I'm going to just go ahead and set my alert for 1302. Just let me know if we go over it. I would like to. Look, I can very easily see this coming down to about, yeah, a little under $12. That looks like about the 50% candle line. Maybe it comes down a couple cents, but again, we're not looking for perfection. The last thing you want to do is lose 11. If 11 is lost, there's a real good chance we come back into this like 10 range, okay? And then, look, I know a lot of people aren't going to be talking about it, but it's a very realistic possibility that this thing loses 951. And real quick, let's look at Lunar. All right, I haven't covered this one in a while, but I mean, oh, it didn't do it like I thought. I thought it went under the moving averages. So bad example. But look, Lunar flew and then quickly came back to reality, right? So just don't believe that, you know, we can't lose these and stuff like that. Look, again, I'm actually a little more positive on the last one than on this one. Again, I think this one is a very easy way to get your hand stuck in the cookie jar, and I would probably only trade this if I was a day trader. Make sure my finger's on the mouse and I can get out like this person I hope did instead of watching it come down, right? Because though there are no resistances, yeah, there's a lot of easy money to bank, and someone sells and then a bunch of people get stuck holding their hand in the cookie jar. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, nonetheless, obviously the HUBC stock, this is what a lot of people want that one to look like. This is what will happen if $10 breaks for sure. But again, just keep in mind here the high RSI, make sure volume holds. We definitely want to start going into the close to 400 range, 400K range tomorrow. If this thing can get into the millions of volume, oh, it'll go nasty. And like, look, I'm not here to say $50, $30, any like silly fake number. Because again, there's absolutely nothing for me to base any sort of numbers up here on, right? Like if this actually cracks 1855, honestly, the sky is the limit. But don't let that kind of make you too greedy, if you know what I mean, all right? But yeah, look, there's not that many lines and technical analysis things to do here, right? So that's kind of the end here. Let me know if you disagree with any of my thoughts. Otherwise, you know I appreciate your time so much.